much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Pendleton, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way into pay dirt.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Out to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
On 3rd down, Lawrence finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well, these two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. From the 35 on 2nd down, Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Pendleton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And this is caught. He hits Moore. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Chris Claybrooks to return. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
Then you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
These two teams all tied after one. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Pendleton. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys have the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They go play action now. Lawrence. Over the middle, it's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. On first down, Tagovailoa forced out to his left. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. From the gun, it's Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. To throw again on second down, Lawrence. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now Lawrence. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They're going to try and throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get it out of your hands quickly and get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued. Again, it's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Lawrence. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And they're going to fake blitz coming, and down he goes. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. So the 2 teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Tackled there by Leighton Vander Esch. These 2 teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Tua going to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down. Tua on 4th down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They'll try the left side. Pendleton. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And running with power here. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you give a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Steps away to his left. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Lawrence going to keep it again. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. And again this time to the tailback. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Hits his target to tight end Mo Alley-Cox. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. From the 30 on second down, Lawrence. He'll get that one complete to Conner.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Pendleton. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Pendleton. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Lawrence on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because...
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and through. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he's going to be out of bounds here as his guys will have it to start the 4th as time has run out on quarter number 3. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's looking deep for Bell. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. 18, Mike, 18. Me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Looking to pass. Tua. Caught here by Bell. And evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there for the Dolphins.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Being chased out left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 27.
And the Jets are right back in this football game.
And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They go play action with Lawrence.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Pendleton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Pendleton, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard games. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
2nd down and goal. Lawrence. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
No problem there on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. Flushed out right. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. To throw is Tua. On the move to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Sanders is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
On 2nd down now, Pendleton.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He completes it to Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Dolphins, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.